House of love and light. House of love and light. Amy, take us to the place where we can be just who we are. And it's alright in the house of love and light. House of love and light. Amy, open up the door to the place where we walk by faith and not by sight, not by sight. Through the house of love and light. House of love, the house of love and light. The house of love and light. If we get this right, we'll make the world a house of love and light. If we get this right, we'll make the world a house of love and light. House of love and light. House of love and light.
I never get sick of that song. Never. I love it so much. Thank you so much, Eddie Watkins Jr., for that gift of the opening song of House of Love and Light. House of Love and Light. I hope it makes you feel as good as it makes me feel. It is so, so good to be here. I feel so wonderful this morning. I hope that you do too. It is a new month. It is October. Welcome to House of Love and Light. My name is Amy Steinberg. If you've never been there before, good morning, Lynn and Myron and Jan and Casey and Sarah and so many people that I see that come week after week to celebrate life, to look at the good, to lift ourselves up. I have new art this week because we're in the new month of October, which is harvest. We're in the harvest space. To anybody who has had any Jewish experience or been studied Judaism, it's Sukkot. It's when we're wandering, we celebrate when we lived in the little tents and we opened up to the sky and we looked at the beautiful, beautiful sky. And right now, I know that we can feel the seasons changing and it's glorious. I went for a walk today and the colors of the trees changing up here in the mountains. I know some folks are watching from San Diego and you don't have that there, but it is just glorious here. I mean, really beautiful. So, I'm really excited to be here, and today we're going to start talking about the theme of the month, which is balance. And balance is something that I know I have had struggle with my whole life. You know what I mean? Like I go all the way this way, and then I have to go all the way that way. And Georgia Winfrey, my dear, dear friend, said to me the other day, the earth has to wobble. It has to wobble to find its center. And that's part of what we're doing here is we're wobbling together through this crazy time, right? So today we're going to talk about attention and where we put our attention. What are we paying attention to? So I'm going to invite you for this hour. I know when I'm watching things online, sometimes when I'm watching other services, I'm scrolling still, I'm looking at this or that, or I got a couple different screens going. I'm going to invite you to really tap in, to tune in to this hour together today with each other. You know what I mean? Just be here with me. Yeah, I know the full moon, Holly just put a moon up on the comments, and this full moon, it was a moon, if you're into astrology at all, it was in Aries, and so it was this very intense, energetic moon. Anybody I know who is energy workers has just been like vibrating and experiencing this sort of warrior spirit, and there is so much going on right now. The energy is just so intense. Yes? So excuse me, oh my gosh, I'm burping, I'm choking, it's all good. You know what I mean? It's all good. I'm human. We're human. I'm just being human. So, as I was thinking about this theme of attention, I was remembering a hike I had been on one time, and I was on this path where there was this big raging river, and I was on the side of the river, and I looked over to the other side, and I thought, how am I going to get over there? I got to get over to the other side. There's no bridge, there's no walkway, there's no boat. And I saw somebody on the other side, and I screamed to them. I said, hey, it looked like a wise old woman. I said, hey, how do I get to the other side? And she turned to me and she looked up the river and she looked down the river, and then she looked back at me and she said, you're already on the other side. So we've got more where that is coming from, and we're just talking about being here now, being together. Yeah. And I'm just going to be very clear about how we stick to this mission. I say it every week because I know that, I wanted to say, we're celebrating today. We're celebrating 6 months of doing this. I think it's 25 or 26 Sundays that I've done consistently in a row with all of you. It is also a year since I've been ordained as a minister. I was ordained at Jubilee by Howard Hanger, and I want to give a shout out and some love to the Jubilee community because that experience was worth $1 million billion. And I take it seriously that I was ordained. You know, even though I was ordained in sort of a non-conventional way, I take it very seriously that God tapped me on the shoulder and said, hey, you're going to teach spiritual stuff. You know, you're going to be some kind of spiritual guide or light for people. So I honor that. And I honor this opportunity. Good morning, Shanna and Shani and Cami, and I'm so glad that you're here. So let's stick to the mission and let's talk about the mission really briefly. We're here to nourish, uplift, and inspire. Nourish you with some spiritual food, some meditation, some music, uplift you, make you feel good with some terrible jokes, some things. Am I off center here? I do all of this, I try to be perfect. I want it to be perfect. It's not perfect. Yeah, hey, David and Radiant, thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. That's right. Jubilee brought me to so many people. I got such good connection through that beautiful community. So shout out, big shout out to Jubilee. And then to inspire you, I want to inspire you to be your highest and best you, whatever that means. You know what I mean? I want you to really shine your light in the world. That feels like that is my goal in life, is to get you to know how radiant you are. So let's sing one of my favorite chants. It's just a good way to start the day with gratitude. So let's sing this Karen Drucker classic. And if you don't know it, you'll know it after the first verse, and then we'll repeat that first verse, and then we'll go through the other verses too. Let's do it. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing day. This healing day. Let's sing that first verse again. So join me. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Good morning, Angel. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this healing day. This healing day. This healing day. Isn't that crazy, Melanie? I can't believe it's been 6 months. My friends, thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Think about your friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my wonderful friends. My wonderful friends. Wonderful, my wonderful friends. How about my health? Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. Yes, thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. My radiant health. My radiant health. Hey, Lindsay, good morning. Break it down. Say, thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Come on. I said, thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. My glorious life. My glorious life. This day once more. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Feel it in your heart. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing day. This healing day. This healing fall day. That's right, Lindy and Patricia. I want to give a shout out also that I got to give baby Charlie his christening. That was just such an honor. What an honor. So we're going to go into prayer with one of my favorite chants that I'm bringing it here a lot. This chant written by Myron and Dave Avani. So big shout out once again to Myron. He puts together so much of the music that you hear on Sundays. So let's take a deep breath in and really ground in. Hello to everyone else on the other watch parties, Jill and Jordan and Jean and Mary. So good to see everyone. Yeah, I feel your love. Love is calling me home. Yes. Love has opened the door. Come inside and feel the light. Love asks nothing more. Love, join me. Love is calling me. Love is calling me home. Love has opened the door. Come inside. Come inside and feel the light. Love asks nothing more. Let's all take a deep breath in. One more. Right here, right now. I name it and claim it. I call it good. I use these words right now to give a shout out to the Most High God, the good goddess, the great spirit, the energy of life that suspends the planets and shines the sun, that moves the galaxies, that moves the blood through our bones and bodies, that gives us life, that expresses as and through each and every one of us watching. I know that this power, this presence, this love, and this light is me. And it is good. It's good because I call it good. I say it's good. I name it good. I claim it good. I demand it. I declare it. And for everyone watching right now, I see joy. I see a lightened heart. I see a gladdened heart. I see an openness. I see a call to good. I see a call to God and love and peace and joy. I see acceptance of what is. I see release. I see release, release, release. Letting go of anything that feels like crap. We just say, bye-bye, thank you so much, so good to see you, thank you. We say, thank you, thank you, thank you for everything. Thank you, God, for this moment together to celebrate life, to nourish ourselves, inspire and uplift this world with a moment of good, a moment of love, a moment of cherishing. We cherish. We cherish the love we share. Yes, we do. Yes, we cherish the 80s music. And we say thank you, thank you, thank you. And we release these words knowing that they are done because I am powerful. These words are powerful. Yes, because God said and God did and the word is and all that. You know what I'm saying? All that jazz. And so it is. Joy is calling me home. Sing it with me. Joy. Joy has opened the door. Come inside. Come inside and feel the light. Joy asks nothing more. Oh, I cherish you, Carol Cook. Let's sing peace. Peace is calling me home. Oh, yes, I feel that peace calling me. Peace has opened the door. Come inside and feel the light. Yeah. Peace asks nothing more. Let's sing love one more time. Oh, Gary Lynn Floyd. Love is calling me home. Join me singing Love is calling me home. Come on. Love has opened the door. Come inside. Come inside and feel the light. Love asks nothing more. Love asks nothing more. Love asks nothing more. One more time. Love asks nothing more. I love love you, Gary. And I love this connection I feel even as I'm in a room alone through the internet. What a wild time. And now here at House of Love and Light, we always honor all paths that led us here, and we honor it with a candle lighting. And I ask different folks to do it each week, and Jordan, the beautiful Jordan, did it for us this week. So please enjoy the candle lighting with Jordan.
Good morning. I light a candle today for the Eastern religions, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Taoism, that teach us about harmony, karma, and the way. I light a candle for Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Baha'i, and teaching us about tradition, forgiveness, surrender, and order. I light a candle for ancient wisdom and new thought traditions, including indigenous teaching, shamanism, paganism, the science of mind, and New Age spirituality that teach us to root and also to expand. And lastly, I light a candle for the great mystery, the eternal question, the not known. Namaste.
I just have to give a shout out to that pumpkin that had an H on it. I'm sure it stands for Halloween, but it can also stand for Holla. Can you believe Halloween is coming and we're in October? It's crazy. Here's some gratitude from the beloved Marianne.
Each day, I open the gift of gratitude and generosity. I am thankful for the blessings in my life, and I enjoy giving to others in the spirit of love and service. We are entering the season of fall, and I am falling in love with the clean, crisp air coming through my window. I'm falling in love with my nature walks as colors transform right before me of gold and amber. I am falling in love with the smell of warm apple pie that's permeating through my home. I am grateful as I fall in love in my big comfortable chair wrapped in my blanket, reading a fabulous book on a story I hope that never ends. I am in the very journey of my life where I found balance and gratitude, knowing that every moment is not ordinary, but extraordinary. An attitude of gratitude, a life I no longer endure, but enjoy. This has been a learned journey, and it wasn't always this way. We will sometimes stand on shaky grounds, and our ship may not sail on the calmest of seas. But I am so grateful for the heart that God has given me to be filled with compassion and forgiveness, and knowing that everyone is doing the best that they can. I am grateful that in time, I realized that no one can take your joy. You can only give it away. I am grateful that in the age of wisdom, I have learned that God is all there is, and we are one. I have learned to nurture my body, my mind, and my soul so that I can proceed to do God's will. Today, be generous, be kind, be loving, be centered, go for your dreams, but most of all, love yourself. Today, I am so grateful to be here with all of you at the House of Love and Light. Namaste.
Does anyone else feel like we can kind of wrap it up now? That was incredible, Marianne. It brought tears to my eyes. especially the part where you spoke about, that we can be on shaky ground sometimes. And I know this week, I'm a Cancer, I'm ruled by the moon. I know I talk about astrology a lot, and I don't think that I'm a slave to astrology, but I am influenced by the planets. We are made of water, and the moon affects the tides. So it would make sense that we would be affected by a full moon. There's all kinds of studies about what happens at a full moon, but I have felt pulled and pushed around by this moon so intensely. So it's really wonderful to hear that it's okay that we can be on shaky ground and just to nurture ourselves. And that's what we're talking about this week, is finding that balance and paying attention to the good, even in those times of wild insanity that are happening around us. So in the comments right now, I'm going to ask that you please say your gratitudes, and we can spend a moment just kind of, spewing gratitudes at each other. So I'm going to start, and as I say it, you'll say them, and we'll just raise the vibe even higher than it is right now. So right now, in this moment, I am so grateful for clean water. I am so grateful to be up on this mountain. I'm grateful for the cool air. I'm grateful for my warm home. I'm grateful for this community. I am grateful for Eddie Watkins Jr. and his beloved Marianne. I am grateful for art and expression. I'm grateful for my new love, AJ. I absolutely adore her. I'm grateful for my hot tub that I bought online. It's a plastic one, but it's just everything. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for our nation, Otis says. I love that. I'm grateful for feeling. I'm going to read some of yours now. Grateful for hope. Grateful for puppy love and snuggles. Yes. Grateful for feeling semi-sane. Lindy, yes, I feel that. I feel semi-sane today too. I'm grateful for feeling better, getting some sleep, being able to watch HOLLA, Linda says. Grateful for Ellen, Craig says. Oh, I love this. Autumn breezes. Grateful to know people's colors. Grateful for me. Oh, to you too, Marion. Grateful for this day, Susie, and my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Susie's mom. So grateful for everyone here. Oh, this is so beautiful. So beautiful. And as I was thinking about this theme of attention, I could not think of a better New Thought song than my own song, Rise, which is about really New Thought 101, that where we put our attention on is what grows. And so I wanted to place our attention on the good that has come out of COVID. There has been a lot of good that has come out of COVID, and I know that that's hard to say, but that's what we do here for 1 hour a week, is look at the good. So I created a video to my song Rise, and I ask that you really take the time this hour to stay focused on HOLLA. Don't scroll around. I'd said that earlier. I'm giving you one more invitation to that, to be present to this. Watch this video and read these positive things about COVID, and there's so much good coming. Right after this video, there'll be a little bit of Sophia's perspective, Ash, so much good coming up. Jamie Lula singing a song for us. It's going to be a beautiful morning, so stick around. And here is Rise. Look up and sure to go up, look down and you probably fall down. Place your attention on where you want to be, and you will be there eventually. Look out and you're sure to go out, look back and you probably fall back. Place your focus on what you want to be, and you will be it so easily. Rise, rise out of the old paradigm. Rise, rise into the presence of the divine. Rise, rise out of the old paradigm. Rise, rise into the presence of the divine. Think good and you're sure to feel good. Think love, you're probably falling in love. Watch your thoughts and choose carefully, and you will become, yes, you will be what you wanna be. Rise, rise out of the old paradigm. Rise, rise into the presence of the divine. Rise, rise out of the old paradigm. Rise, rise into the presence of the divine. Look up and you're sure to go up. Look down and you probably fall down. Place your focus on where you wanna be, and you will be there. Yes, I promise that you get there. Oh, know that you'll be there.
There's a revolution that needs to happen, and it starts from inside each one of us. We need to wake up and fall in love with the earth. Our personal and collective happiness and survival depends on it. From Thich Nhat Hanh. Standing in this flower patch by the lake near my house, I imagined what the world might be like if we all took the time to watch a bumblebee making love to a flower, or a turtle sunning itself on a log, or the beauty of just one cloud. Perhaps the shift in perspective would save the human race. Namaste. Sophia's perspective.
So beautiful, Sophia. Those vibrant photos that you take, the energy that you give us. We love you, Sophia. I love you, Sophia. And I hope you enjoyed that video of Rise. And before we move on to Ash, I wanted to read one of my favorite Rumi poems, because what we're talking about today is really about allowing. And this is The Guest House. You may have heard it many times before, but it's never, ever too late to hear it again. So here is Rumi's The Guest House. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Who else needs to invite some of their demons in and just say, hey, come on in? That's what I'm going to be talking about. So first, here is our beloved Ash Ruiz with some wise words about attention.
Hello there, beloved Amy. Hello there, beloveds. Ash Ruiz here, and I am so excited to talk about one of our superpowers. One of our superpowers, the superpower of attention, the power to focus our mind. And what is the source of mind? Spirit, consciousness, divine intelligence, awareness, loving awareness, our power to notice, and our power to turn attention on itself, beloved. Oh, I love that we can put our attention on all kinds of things, that we can learn all kinds of things, but life gets really, really, really juicy when we discover the option to stop and take attention and turn it on itself. Ooh, now maybe y'all don't know what that looked like. Attention. All right. So yes, Usually, our experience of attention is what it is that we're aware of, what it is that we're noticing, our power to describe. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's one way of experiencing the moment, through the filter of our descriptions. All of the make-believe, all of the imagination, all of the, as it's said in certain cultures, the Maya, the illusion, that which comes and goes, the mirage, the hologram. But what usually gets overlooked when all of our attention is on the hologram is the power and the boundless, bottomless, vast depth and stability of attention itself. So this is the invitation. Stop. Allow everything to be as it is. And notice what is aware always.
Stop. Notice. This is what I'm getting this week again and again. Is anybody else getting that? Stop and notice. And then the next step is listen. What is calling you? So as I was thinking about what artist I wanted to share with you this week, I couldn't help but think of Jamie Lula's song, Something's Calling Me. Because this song struck me many years ago and really talked to this idea of when you do stop long enough to listen, something is going to call you. And usually you get stopped because you feel like you're standing on marbles, like he says in this song. So if you don't know Jamie Lula, you are so welcome right now. And here is Jamie Lula giving us Something's Calling Me. And then I'll be back with music and message.
Something's calling me. Something's calling me. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Feels like I'm walking on marbles. Can't still the earth beneath my feet. Is my head in the clouds, my naked legs left dangling. I can feel my heart begin to pound. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. A long dark night my soul it wanders. Can't see the light that moves me. If God is everything and everywhere that I belong, Spirit gently wakes me from my sleep. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Oh Lord, oh Lord, pull me deeper than I've ever been before. Oh Lord, oh Lord, take me deeper than I've ever been before. Oh Lord, I know I'm not the only one to live live inside these blues. Oh Lord, oh Lord, I give my life, I give my love to you. Oh Lord, oh Lord, I surrender my life to you. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Love is calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Faith is calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Peace is calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. God is calling me, and I'm grateful like I've never been before.
Oh, Jamie Lula. Jamie Lula, thank you so much. And now, I'll give you my perspective on balance, attention. That guy's got to pay attention as he's walking across, doesn't he? He's got to pay attention, keep his balance. If you don't know, each week I write a little song for you. With a little chant that you can sing along to. What are you hearing? What are you seeing? What are you paying attention to? What are you living? What are you feeling? You're doing the best that you can do. What are you hearing? What are you seeing? What are you paying attention to? What are you living? What are you feeling? You're doing the best that you can do. It's a crazy time in a crazy world. Feels like we're at the circus on the tilt-a-whirl. A crazy time, we're on a wild ride. We gotta hold on to each other, keep balance inside. Falling down, getting back up again. Take time to go inside, then give back to friends. We gotta find peace, this moment right here. All else is an illusion, feeding all that fear. Take a breath, take a break, take time. Make a mistake. It's okay to be human. You can bend, you will not break. You will not break. Join me singing. What are you hearing? What are you seeing? What are you paying attention to? What are you living? What are you feeling? You're doing the best that you can do. Oh, be like the trees, letting go of all those leaves. So easy in the breeze, let the wind sweetly tease. We need exploration, reaching in. We need meditation. It's time to begin. Hit and restart. We are finding our way. Find the balance between doing and the joy of play. Dance it out in the living room and kiss the ones you love a lot. We got this moment. It's all we really got. So what are you hearing? Come on. What are you seeing? Yeah. What are you paying attention to? Yeah. What are you living? What are you feeling? You're doing the best that you can do. I said it. You're doing the best that you can do. What you need most to learn is how to create a match between what it is that you desire in your life and what thoughts or vibrational energy you're choosing to attract those desires. Dr. Wayne Dyer, from his book, Finding Balance, which we are reading this month. I highly recommend that you grab a copy. You can grab a copy from Abe's Books online for like $4, very inexpensive, or Kindle. It's very cheap. It's a small book, but it's a fantastic book. It's changing me. It's saving me. So this is it, what he says here, how to match it up, how to use this attention, the sub-theme of the day, this to bring awareness to what we're seeing, feeling, paying attention to, and through this attention, we find that balance. Come back to that balanced, peaceful space by paying attention to paying attention. It's not really about doing, it's about present moment awareness. And this is the only thing that seems to shift things. Here's another quote from the book. It's from one of Dr. Dyer's teachers, Nisargadatta Maharaj. There's nothing to do, just be. Do nothing. No climbing mountains or sitting in caves. I do not even say be yourself, since you don't know yourself. Just be. By slowing down, just being present to what is, dropping judgment and labels, dropping even descriptions and questions, letting go of finding some answer, just coming into the awareness of what is. This is where we can find that peaceful starting point for balance. So let's take a quick moment right now for just what I'm going to call a splash of inquiry. So just close your eyes for one moment. Take a breath. And just notice any tension in your body and any feelings that are arising. Just notice. And now gently come back. This is very difficult for me, but this book is helpful. And I will say that every time we're on a topic, God gives me the lesson hardcore. So I've been going through this big time this week. He says in the book, make deliberate, conscious efforts to slow yourself down by relaxing your mind. He goes on to say, take a little more time to enjoy your life on this planet. Be more contemplative by noticing the stars, the clouds, the rivers, the animals, the rainstorms, and all of the natural world. And then he says, and then extend the same slow down, loving energy to all people. Begin with your family. Take a few extra hours to romp with your children. Listen to their ideas. Read them a story. Go for a walk with your most cherished loved one and see how much you treasure him or her in your life. Slow down. Enjoy your life. Sounds really easy, right? Not for me. Does anybody else find a really big challenge with this? I felt really drawn to the snail this week, so I put it in there. I was trying to look for some facts about the snail, but they're just very interesting creatures. They're very, very, very slow moving. So this whole month, we're going to talk about balance. Shout out to the Libras, balancing what we want with what we do, what we desire with what actions we take. These can be really out of balance without us even recognizing it. In other words, we might be thinking that we really want to slow down and enjoy life. We really want joy and peace and love and happiness and high vibration. And yet we are rushing and worrying and agonizing and arguing. And, the idea is not necessarily to take the reins of all that and control it, but more like that quote from Dyer's teacher, just be. It's more about a sweet release of control by stepping back into awareness and attention, because we know that once we bring attention to something, it shifts. This is scientifically proven. What we focus on grows. Where attention goes, energy flows. From James Redfield. Ooh, Celestine Prophecy. Anybody remember that great book? I remember gobbling that one up. If you haven't read it, it's a classic spiritual book. But anyway, something also shifts when it's observed. It's a scientific quantum physics knowledge. It's an experiment that blew the minds off humanity. What we learned was that when something is observed, the act of the observation itself changes literally the chemical makeup. It's altered. So what we have when we put our attention on is power. Whatever we put our attention on has power. And so today when we talk about attention under that subheading of balance for this whole energy of the month, what I really want to find for us is a place where we can put our attention on our attention, become aware of what we are aware of, the watcher. And as we do that, it becomes a natural shifting, right? So let's sing and ask ourselves, what are you hearing? Yeah. What are you seeing? What are you paying attention to? Yeah. What are you living? What are you feeling? You're doing the best that you can do. I do think we're doing the best that we can do. And sometimes it's not that great. And that's okay. There's a new pop song, Stephanie Wood, you'll appreciate this. It's okay not to be okay. Have you guys heard that pop song that's really popular now? It's a little bit trite, but it's actually a real gift to acknowledge that it's okay not to be okay, you see. We have what is called negative bias by nature. If you don't know what that is, it's how we survive. There's this visceral, tribal, rooted reason that we look at and for the negative. It's to survive. When we look and find the trouble, we know how to escape. We know how to protect ourselves. We know how to survive. So now that we're evolving a little bit, becoming aware of our awareness, we can recognize this negative bias, feel the pull of the negative bias, the pull of, the saboteur or the fear or the worry or the negative dragon that blows its fire at us. And we can say, okay, I hear you. Just like in the Rumi's guest house, I hear you. Thank you for holding me in your safety. Thank you. I'm aware of you. I see you. I see you. I don't have to be mad at you. I don't have to lash out at you. I don't have to condemn you or judge you. And I have to acknowledge you and say, you know what? You live here too. This is your house. And you are welcome. And as we welcome the fear and the worry and the anxiety, we just begin to glance at it gently and say, thank you. And then it has passage through. Eckhart Tolle says, give your fullest attention to whatever the moment presents. So we give that full attention to what rises up, and then what? Well, we can also stop. Once we have noticed this pull, and gently, consciously pull in the other direction, gently, consciously lighten the heart. It takes effort because of this negative bias that is our nature as human beings. But these small efforts we can take to lighten the heart are simple. They're simple, but they're not easy. And the first thing we can do is just notice in a new way, like we're talking about. When something good is happening, just notice it. Noticing it, and then give it that held out moment. Let's do another splash of inquiry, as I called it. So let's think of something good right now. Look around in your space. Notice the beautiful sunshine streaks that come through the window. Notice a piece of art, or notice the look in your partner's eyes. Look in your partner's eyes. Feel that love that's there. And I want you to sit with it and be present with it for about 10 seconds here. Let's just be with that good. Print it in your mind. Put it in your heart. I'm thinking of my lover's sunflower eyes. Think about that and feel it in your body. And record this moment. Be present with that moment. So you can root it down just like the negativity does, just like noticing in this new way. The negative bias is sort of that idea that when you're in a room of people and there's 10 people and one of them doesn't like you, that you just focus on the one that doesn't like you. It's survival, because if they don't like you, maybe they'll kick you out of the tribe or something. And it's not really something we can win against. It's just something that we can gently, consciously lighten. Again, just being with it. It reminds me of something somebody told me a while back. I don't know. It was somebody in San Diego. I can't remember who it was. Maybe somebody will give a shout out in the comments. It might be somebody who's watching. They told me about this idea of a pros and pros list. Instead of a pros and cons list, when you have a decision to make, instead of looking at what's good and what's bad about it, just look at the good of both situations and see what lightens your heart up most. This is this idea of positive psychology. And positive psychology and spirituality is a practice. And we practice it here every week with our gratitude, with our meditations, with our prayer treatments. And I try, this is my gift to the world, to supply a solid hour of attention on the good. There are 23 other hours a day when we're pulled and pushed around by society, the news, the reality of things. But let's just take this time to balance it out. And there's no way in 1 hour that we can balance all of the stuff that's going on in the world right now. So I'm gonna ask for you to do a commitment with me, a call to you. And I felt it this morning so strong. I'm gonna start to get up at a certain time every day. I'm gonna go for a walk right when I get up and meditate right away. Not watch the news first, but have my cup of coffee and sit and meditate. I'm going to make that commitment to all of you for at least 1 week, and I'll check in next week about it. And if you'll commit to me, say amen in the comments. Amen, you're going to commit to getting up, going for a walk, and meditating. Getting up, going for a walk, and meditating each morning. Let's do it. We have to create this balance right now. Yeah, and let's pay attention a little bit more. Take those 10 seconds for the beauty when you see something beautiful, the love when you feel it, the peaceful moments, the laughter. Stop and go, wow, this is funny. The moments of bliss. And they just pop up out of the blue. Instead of just letting them flow off of us, let's stop. Let them live a little longer so that we can go there naturally, so that we can make a new set point. I'm going to be honest with you all and tell you, I wasn't supposed to go to that quote just yet, but it's okay. I'm going to tell you that I had a rough week. I've been struggling with anxiety. It's gone today, thank God. But I know many people suffer from this. It's a physical experience. It's physiological. It feels very out of my control, much like a panic attack. And it started actually last Sunday, right before the service. It came on, and it was there almost through the whole service. But by the end of our gathering, it was gone. The anxiety was gone, and it came back throughout the week in different times. But I think the reason why it was gone during the service was because I was present with you. I was here. I stopped thinking about the future or the past or anything. And so what I'm learning this week and every week is that God gifts me with these lessons that are sometimes hard to learn because I have to experience them and grow. I learned this week that I'm still learning that the only antidote to anxiety is present moment awareness. Let's breathe deeply at that. I'm not sure who did not experience some anxiety this week with that presidential debate and the continuation of this quarantine lifestyle. It's a lot to process. So let's just take one more moment to stop and drop in. This time I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out and just become aware of any discomfort that's still sitting in your body and just notice it. Grant it passage. It's okay. It's okay, anxiety. You can be here. I allow you. I notice you. And I breathe. And now I consciously feel what my body does when I say the word peace. Let's all say the word peace. Take over me, wash over me. Peace is calling me a little bit deeper. Breathing deeply. And now that quote from Deepak Chopra, when our attention is on the present, our life is constantly renewed. Something's calling us all a little bit deeper. And I know we all feel this call to evolve, to rise out of the old paradigm. So as we practice a deeper attention this week, an attention to where we put our attention, let's broaden. Let's open at the top, maybe even open for more peace, more joy, more goodness. It's ours for the taking. So I'm going to close with an Ernest Holmes quote. How much life, abundance, goodness, truth, and beauty we can mentally entertain, this is the measure of our possible experience. This is the mold of acceptance. What are you hearing? What are you seeing? What are you paying attention to? What are you living? Oh, what are you feeling? You're doing the best that you can do. And I will tell you that I am doing the best that I can do with House of Love and Light. And so I know you are also doing the best that you can do with your conscious giving to make this continue. You guys, I need this to continue. I need to continue creating positive content for the world. I need to continue giving you Ash Rua's and Sophia's perspective and the Jamie Lulas of the world. So please give what you can. Text love to 828-383-9889, paypal.me/House of Love and Light, or Venmo at Amy Steinberg, Amy-Steinberg-5. I'm so grateful for every dollar that comes in to sustain this expression. I do also have artwork for sale. I know several of you have asked for paintings of the goddess and paintings of some of the prints of some of the paintings that I've done. And the originals, most of them have sold already, but if you want to print, or if one of these behind you, this one has already sold. Thank you, Mary, who purchased that. But if you want a print of it, let me know. I know some of you have already purchased prints. I thank you so, so much for helping me to continue being an artistic expression of the divine. It means so much to me. Upcoming throughout the whole month, we're going to talk about balance. Whew, the weeble wobble. So today it was attention. Next week, alignment. And then autonomy and abundance. This is just going to be such a beautiful month. I love October. I love the fall. Our tool for the week comes from Tara Brock, who is one of my teachers. I watch her almost daily. This is her tool, RAIN. And that shout out to Lorraine who's watching. RAIN. Recognize, allow, investigate, and nurture. When something comes up this week, recognize it. Just see it. Allow it to exist, like we're talking about, that whole talk. Investigate. Where is this coming from? Where is this rising up from? And then nurture yourself through it. RAIN. Recognize, allow, investigate, and nurture. And now here with a Maui Minute is Georgia Winfrey. This is, she sent me a meditation and I created a music track. And I created this little minute with Georgia, a Maui Minute. And then we'll have a closing treatment from the beautiful David Washington. And then I'll come back to say goodbye. Thank you so much. Also want to let you know, Wednesday nights we have meditation at 7 o'clock every Wednesday, and music and chants. And today I'll be at CCSL, and next Sunday after HOLLA I'll be at Napa Valley. So lots of really great things coming up. Today I'll be doing 4 fun songs at CCSL. So I'm excited directly after this. So it's a busy morning for me. But thank you so much. I felt the love. I felt the energy. And here's Georgia and then David. So don't go anywhere. Thank you for tuning in and paying attention for a whole hour. I'm so proud of you.
What is arising within you today? What is arising within you today? What magical, miracle gift do you bring to reflect to the world? Miracle gift do you bring to reflect to the world? to reflect to the world. What is arising within you today? You majestic sun, you perfect one. You majestic sun, you perfect one. You majestic sun, you perfect one. What miracle magic you are. What gift, what joy. What is arising within you today? What is arising within you today? You majestic sun, you perfect one. You majestic sun, you perfect one. You majestic sun, you perfect one.
Hi everyone. Let's take a few moments for treatment and meditation. So I take this moment to relax more fully, more deeply, with each breath, residing in the space between each breath, residing in the silence between each thought. Here I find the presence, the infinite one, whose mind is everywhere, whose body is everything, the infinite one, which takes form as you and me and our entire world and universe. All the seen and unseen is this one. And the qualities of this one, its love, its power, comes to focus through me now, through each of us, as we allow our awareness to reside and remain connected at one, in the one. So this day I declare my word that the qualities of God, the love, the light, the dreams of what could be, the idea of who I am in all its magnificence, takes form. The process of becoming that one in form takes form. The habits, the changes in ways of being happen steadily, relentlessly, as this magnificent being that I truly am emerges into form. What a gift it is to have this awareness, and I am deeply grateful. Deeply grateful to mold the future, deeply grateful to impress the present. Deeply grateful to be aware of this power that resides in my word within the word of each of us. So I give deep thanks. And knowing that it is so, I let it go. And so it is.
Deeply grateful to impress the present. Come on, David. I love you. I love all of you, and I'm so grateful for this morning. I feel such a profound peace inside of me, and I hope that you do too. I hope that you go over to Universal Spirit Center. I hope you go over to Central Coast CSL, where I'll be performing and connecting as well. I hope that you fill your whole day with spiritual teachings. I myself watch also Seattle. I'll also watch Agape. I fill my Sunday with so much spiritual food. And I'm so grateful for this opportunity to be with you and to create this time together. I can't thank you enough. I hope you have a wonderful week. Happy October. Happy Sukkot. Happy harvest. Be here now.
House of love and light. House of love and light. Amy, take us to the place where we can be just who we are. And it's alright in the house of love and light. House of love and light. Amy, open up the door to the place where we walk by faith and not by sight, not by sight. Through the house of love and light. House of love, the house of love and light. The house of love and light. If we get this right, we'll make the world a house of love and light. If we get this right, we'll make the world a house of love and light. House of love and light. House of love and light.